There's no way I'll ever break everything in Minecraft, but I'm always on the lookout for new things to break, and today is no exception. Recently, a comment on Reddit brought up the idea that there's a limit to the amount of map items that you can generate with a single Minecraft world. Beyond whatever that number is, things are prone to breaking. So let's check out what that number is, how things break, and what Mojang can do to fix this going forward. Let's go ahead and let's dive right in. So you might be asking yourself why I'm covering this topic in the first place. Realistically, there's no way that any single person is going to be able to make millions or even billions of maps to fill up the entire table of available map slots. And you would be right if the limit was in the millions or billions. However, the limit for how many maps a single Minecraft world can have is only 32,767. Once the map count reaches this number, it flips over to negative 32,768 and begins counting down towards zero, very similar to my last day of a Minecraft world video. While this seems like an unrealistic number for most servers to hit, there are certainly some very large-scale anarchy survival servers out there that can and have hit this limit before. So what happens when you hit this limit? Well, before I get into that, I want to quickly explain how Minecraft stores map item files. Whenever you make a map in-game, it gets stored on the computer as map underscore and then its number. If you make a new map or enlarge any existing map, that map number will count up to a limit of 32,767. After this number rolls over and begins counting back towards zero, every map from negative 32,768 all the way back down to zero will get treated as map 0. However, for whatever reason, whenever you make a map that falls within that range, you have to restart your game for it to show any changes. It's kind of weird. But alright, what happens when this counter hits 0 again and begins counting up once more? Does the entire map system just break, or will you see maps that other people have already made before when you try and make one with the same number? Well, unfortunately, once the counter reaches 0 and begins counting up, old map items that were created in the past get completely overwritten. Whatever was saved on that map before being overwritten is gone. And given how seemingly limitless the Minecraft world is, this limit strikes me as kinda disappointing, I guess. So what can Mojang do about this? The answer itself seems pretty simple. Rather than the map item limit being the 16-bit integer limit, Mojang could just make it the 32-bit integer limit, which would be 2.147 billion maps. However, giving players the power to write 2.147 billion individual files, no matter their size, to a server can cause pretty serious issues for the server later on. Instead, Mojang would have to change how maps themselves are saved and allow for multiple map files to be written to a single file on the disk, similar to how multiple individual world chunk files are written to a single file on disk in modern Minecraft. So is this an issue that I feel Mojang should fix? Honestly, yes. Whether they prevent players from making maps beyond 32,767 or they increase the amount of maps that you can make, either way, I feel they should fix this. I mean, Mojang implemented a world border to prevent players from walking off the edge of a map that they couldn't possibly realistically expect that people would reach in survival without speed hacks or a lot of dedication. But that's just my thoughts on the matter. But either way, that just about does it for me for now. If you guys enjoyed this video, please consider leaving a like on it, because it would really help out myself, the channel, and the video quite a lot. So I hope you all enjoyed. My name is AntVenom, and I bid you all farewell. Thanks so much for watching.